You know what really trips me out? And to some respect, matter of fact, to a greater respect, I really see what Tommy Sotomayor was talking about when it comes to some of these Negroes. I mean, I know it all my life, but for him to bring it out and for people to call him a coon, you really might want to think twice before you say about him, because he has some valid points about why he says what he says about black people. Because, you know what? A lot of it's true. This is DJ Wolf Live. All right, guys. I gotta say this because I experienced one of the things that Tommy talks about a lot on his podcast and his shows, and it's true. And I'm gonna say it. And this is my statement, not his. This is mine, but I can understand. I share the same sentiments he do sometimes. You got black people, and you got Negroes, and then you got niggas. And of the three, the niggas on the bottom of the totem pole. Real talk. Now, I had stopped to go get a meal in a fast food joint, which I'll leave nameless, because I don't want no motherfuckers with no bitch ass butthurt feelings. Okay. Now I went and got some food. Now I had to repeat the order 3 times for this motherfucker. The nigga going through my admiral, are you done? I didn't order that much. I only ordered 2 meals. And one like I ordered like 14 pieces of chicken and 8 pieces gotta go this way, a white meat and other. No, and specifically, no, nothing like that. Nothing that complicated. I worked at fast food for 6 months myself. I know. This wasn't that complicated. Just 2 basic meals. One had one basically had one thing, and I ordered them separately. Okay, I'm getting this meal first. This is what I wanted. Get the second meal first. That's what I want. That's it. That's all I had. Nothing hard to do. Now I think he got a little bit confused. I'm not sure why, and I was very specific. And I took my time telling him what I want. So he going, you done? Now here's the killer part. After the first one, I wasn't even finished ordering. You know, and he was just like, well, so and so, come through the second window. And I was like, oh, I got another meal, man. Which one? So I gave him that order, and then nigga going, are you done? I really started to say something to his nigga. But then as I was driving off around the drive-thru, and I told him, I said, no, that's it. And he told me how much it was. And I said and I didn't give a fuck if he heard or not, because he was a rude ass motherfucking bitch. He won't be over there very long. They'll probably fire him by then by acting stupid. He gonna say it to the wrong motherfucker. And then he gonna probably get in trouble for doing that. I run off at the mouth like that. Because it was like, are you done? That's a hood mentality. I'm sorry, it is. I'm going to call it what I'm going to call it. And this is why I see why guys like Tommy feel what they feel. And I don't blame them. Because even at times, I try to give leeway on people. But you don't talk to nobody like that. You ain't doing me no favors, motherfucker. I'm doing you a favor. I'm keeping you gainfully employed. Okay? But for you to sit there and say, it may not be a job you may want to do. Even when I worked at Church's Chicken, myself for 6 months. And there were times that, I had my moments. I had my job. I did. Because you got niggas to try you. And you try to be as reasonable as possible with niggas. That's why I don't fuck with niggas. Because niggas will try to get, they want to give you time for it. They want to give you time for some bullshit. And that's why I don't fuck with niggas, period. I do not fuck with them. I don't want no part of them. And people do. And this is what tripped me out. And that's what I mean, the state of cultural confusion. On one hand, black people talking about, well, you need to go do this and do this and do that. You need to get yourself a good education, blah, blah, blah. But you go all that shit. Then you do it, then the niggas go, well, you think you better than everybody. Or you forgot where you came. All some stupid shit. So it's a double standard. When they feel that you should be doing better than you are doing, they encourage you to do it. When you do it, Then they look back and say, well, dang, he doing better than me. He surpassed what I said. I ain't really think he was going to do this shit. And then he did it. Now, look at you. All fancy and shit, huh? They talk about you. You know? Niggas ain't got no respect for each other. And that's what that reminded me of. But like I said, when I came out of that motherfucker, this nigga like, and I'm so glad I don't use credit cards when it comes to fast foods no more, because they are something else. I'm glad I don't do that. Now I want to stop doing that shit too. Now I know I'm gonna just cash only. That's it. But like I said, I said to myself, like, really? I said, you talking to people? Are you done? I said, and I drove. I said, yeah, I'm done, motherfucker. Damn, he pissed me off. You know, and I don't usually come out of character saying that. But it kind of irked me when he said it. I was like, are you done? Nigga got an attitude. Somebody gonna catch wind of that shit. They gonna be like, look, dude, we can't have you around here insulting the customers. Now, I could really go out and you know, he probably needed a job. Because he looked like he came out, you know, I hate to say it, but he looked like he might, you know, spend some time in school. Now, I'll leave it at that. So I ain't, you know, he probably really needed a job. I could have really went in, but he was an asshole, and you know, he at some point he gonna have to face a manager on it, and the manager gonna have to talk to him. But it's just the rudeness of how Negroes are, and then they wonder why you don't fool with them. That's what tripped me out. You know, when you're doing okay and not doing great, niggas are, oh, you need to go do this, do that, and then you go out and do it, and then you know you do something for yourself, and then people want to talk about them. Oh, you think you better than them. I'm just tired of it. This is the reason why I have very few friends that are black or anything else. But this is one of the reasons why I have very few friends. Because of bullshit like that. You know? Because of bullshit like that. Negroes don't respect you for shit. And it's really a damn shame, man. Because there's nothing I would like better than to be there for my people, man. But sometimes they get on your motherfucking nerves. That's like, look at Phil Device, yo. I was just talking about that the other day. Actually yesterday, I posted yesterday. And just because he talks about, you know, togetherness and fighting establishment, he don't have a right to love who we want to love. So he loved a woman that not of, you know, of our complexion, and people had a shit fit about it. And I'm like, it ain't for you to decide. Not only is it not for you to decide, it ain't your decision to choose who and or what a man loves. That's his goddamn business. Nobody's business but his and his woman. What the fuck are you to have a right to try and impose on somebody because they love somebody that you may not like? That's not your choices, motherfuckers. That's his. You know? But this is the mentality. This is the cultural confusion I talk about. Because we don't know where we stand on anything, and we half-ass on shit. Now, if Phil was a black woman, and that woman was a guy of her nationality and complexion, you wouldn't have a problem with it. But y'all trying to say, well, Phil, he's confused because he talks about pro-black stance, but he married somebody who ain't black. That ain't your business. That don't mean he don't support black people because he married somebody that may not be black. So what? Like I said again, that ain't your business. And that's part of the problem with our culture. We always say everybody's business but our own. You know? You talk stupid to people all the time, but you wonder why people don't want to fuck with you. You know why some black people don't want to move around you, don't want to live in your neighborhoods no more? You wonder why. I went to Cleveland back in January. A few months later, a house exploded right down the street from where I grew up. And the crazy part about it was at it used to be an apartment complex at that very spot where my aunt used to stay at, where I used to stay at with them during the summer, back in the 60s. So I knew that area very well. So it's like crazy, man. I don't know, man. You just got to pray up, stay prayed up. I'm going to tell you one thing. It's one of the reasons why I stay in the church, man. Now I know why. Because this is an evil, evil world we live in. And people just ain't living right, man. They living foul. They talking foul and they ain't acting right. That's all I'm going to say about it. This is DJ Wolf. I am out.